Do you think the Xbox One X will decrease in price anytime soon? No. Which PS4 game are you most excited for in 2018? Okay, so this is a little weird because honestly, when we look at the full list of games coming to PlayStation exclusive this year, there's only a handful that we've actually seen real gameplay for. Spider-Man, God of War, Ni no Kuni 2, all of which look great. I'm probably most excited for God of War out of that list, but then there's a whole bunch of other stuff which sounds really cool in concept, but we've just seen trailers and stuff like Last of Us Part 2, or of course Death Stranding, which I'm really curious about. I just don't know if I can say that I'm most excited for them since I don't know how they're playing. If I'm being honest though, what I'm hoping for the most, which isn't confirmed yet, is whatever From Software teased back at the Game Awards, which, yeah, it might not be a PS4 exclusive, it might be multi-platform, but it also could be Bloodborne 2, which I really absolutely want. That's what it needs to be. Or at least something designed in the same manner. Whatever, just that's what I want to have happen. Now, to be fair, out of all the Xbox exclusives this year, which one are you most excited for? Definitely right now, Sea of Thieves. I really love the idea behind it. I love the just design goal of how it accomplishes multiplayer and just giving friends stuff to do and working together and planning stuff out. At the same time, I'm really glad that they've announced there are ways to do kind of just single player exploration kind of tied into it. I love the idea. There's some other stuff this year that looks like it could be good. Crackdown 3, another State of Decay. We're probably going to see a couple other big names announced too, like Forza Horizon 4, hopefully a new Gears of War. I would love to see that happen, but as of right now, what we know for sure, Sea of Thieves. What the f is under that beanie? Do you think Battle Royale modes in Call of Duty 2018 and Red Dead Redemption 2 actually work, or will it destroy the Battle Royale genre? Destroy is a harsh word. I really don't think it's gonna happen. Even if both of those games ended up having terrible Battle Royale modes, at the end of the day, people can just go back to PUBG or Fortnite or whatever it is they're playing that they enjoy. What you really need to be worried about is the year after, or maybe even as early as this E3, where every developer under the sun is gonna announce their Battle Royale clone to try and compete. I mean, it's the same thing that happened with MOBAs. We had League of Legends, Dota, all that stuff, and then all of a sudden there's this explosion where every company is trying to do the same thing and copy the success. And that's exactly what's gonna happen with Battle Royale. So the real issue is once all those games start coming out and people get really tired of the genre because there's 50 million different options to choose from. That's what you should be scared of. What is the oldest system you continue to play? So I actually dust off a lot of my consoles pretty often. The oldest one I use fairly often is the SNES. I definitely use that one the most, especially lately because the Super Analog NT came out, so I know I'm not really using the SNES, but I'm playing all those games a bunch. I'll also break out a Game Boy Advance, PlayStation 2 to also play PS1 games. I'm constantly working on a gigantic backlog of old games that I know are supposed to be amazing and I really like, but I just never got around to finishing. There's too much stuff out there. Guys, if we could just stop releasing games for like 6 months, I know it would kind of suck, but I need catch-up time. I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, and my question is not only about that, but other huge franchises. How can something big with a huge fan base get treated so badly when you have a great developer and a big publisher? EA? The future of handheld gaming? With the obvious overlap between the DS and the Switch, as well as Sony giving the Vita the Wii U treatment, do you think we'll see another DS or PSP? On the DS end, no, I really don't think so. One of the long arguments that was happening for a long time is that, handhelds are losing to mobile phones, and that's kind of become true at this point, because even Nintendo, you'll notice, is making stuff on mobile phones and pushing ahead with the Switch. They said they weren't gonna drop the DS, which they haven't yet. They've still been releasing games for about the past year, but I think it's gonna really drop off this year. I don't think we're gonna see a new system. I think they're gonna be fully dedicated on the Switch, especially after how well it's been doing. Now, as for Sony, their handhelds have never really done incredible. I mean, honestly, I do like them a lot. They've been great, especially if you really love Japanese RPGs. There's a lot of great ones on those systems, but they've never been huge successes. So I don't think it's impossible for Sony to do a new one, but I don't think it's likely. And if they do, it might be something that's closer in style to what the Switch does, which they actually have kind of messed with before. I mean, the PS TV and the PS Vita was trying to kind of do what the Switch does. It wasn't as good because you had to buy two different systems that played the same games instead of one system that did both.